Men and women are different, always have been, always will be. But you both want a healthy relationship. So, how do your differences play out during that process, during coaching? All goals require clarity and vision, as well as a step by step plan to achieve the changes you desire. The same is true for your relationship. So, what do you want to improve? Communication, conflict resolution, roles and responsibilities? In case we haven't met, I'm Dr. Debbie, and I love helping Christian couples and single adults find more effective ways to apply their biblical values and the findings of scientific research to everyday life. While working as a clinical psychologist, I developed a program to help do that in your marriage. Many men and women have made significant gains by following the program with or without their mate's direct involvement. And you don't necessarily have to have a coach unless you get stuck or you'd like to accelerate the process. Each of my relationship programs have three components: evaluation, education, and skill development. If you'd like to get started, take advantage of my free relationship assessment and personal consultation for individuals or couples. I'll put the link in the description below. Today we're going to talk about Prepare-Enrich, which is one of the assessments I use with couples in my 12-week coaching programs. I was trained as a facilitator nearly 2 decades ago. Then after their assessment became digital, I think it was around 2009, I also became a trainer for Prepare-Enrich. Subsequent to that, I helped launch numerous marriage programs at local churches and trained pastors, marriage mentor couples, and mental health professionals who needed to learn how to work more effectively with couples. As with any program, Prepare-Enrich has its strengths and its weaknesses. I should note here that its founders replaced the word weakness with growth areas. But everyone knows what they're really talking about. Like when the teachers put their students in red, blue, and yellow reading groups in the first grade. They aren't fooling the kids, are they? Prepare-Enrich has two components: assessment plus skill building. Its greatest strength is in the couple assessment. After more than 30 years of empirical research and data collection from more than 3 million couples, the assessment has been scientifically developed and has high reliability and high validity and large national norms with couples from various ethnic groups. Numerous studies have demonstrated the rigor of the assessment and its relevance to couples from a variety of ethnic groups. Using Prepare-Enrich's own language, the skill-building exercises can be considered a possible strength. Facilitators are trained in how to guide couples through only 6 of the more than 20 skill-building exercises. If and how those 6 exercises, as well as the additional exercises, are actually utilized during sessions, varies greatly depending on the skill and experience of the facilitator. Nevertheless, each exercise is intentionally basic, so they could be used by pastors and lay counselors. All you have to do is read the script. The greatest weakness of Prepare-Enrich is its failure to address gender differences. In that regard, they follow the path most researchers take. They attempt to level the playing field for men and women, which often leaves men out on a limb if they're unable to follow a feminine pattern of verbal and emotional expressions. In one of the facilitator training videos, the facilitator is encouraging a woman to continue attacking her husband, with no acknowledgement that that's what she's doing. Instead, the facilitator shames and silences the man for trying to defend himself. The man protests, but is left out on a limb emotionally. That bothers me a lot. No one, male or female, should feel unsupported by someone who's supposed to be helping. In fact, the lack of respect for male and female differences is the primary reason I continue to work with couples, supporting both the man and the woman in the process of personal development and relationship growth. Since I closed my clinical practice in 2021, I no longer train facilitators. Nevertheless, I continue to use Prepare-Enrich because of its strength in assessing the couple's relationship strengths, interpersonal dynamics, personality differences, and much more. I love that it provides the data in easily understandable graphs. You know what your relationship feels like, of course, but most couples appreciate being able to see a snapshot of where they are now compared to where they want to be, especially in terms of relationship dynamics. Now, a skilled professional will be able to assess and describe your dynamics after about 5 minutes of watching you interact with one another. Getting you to recognize your own dynamics takes a lot longer. Being able to picture it in quantifiable terms can help facilitate that process. The relationship dynamics scale evaluates 4 interpersonal characteristics as shown in this example. The first two, assertiveness and self-confidence on the left, are positive, so the goal is that both partners score high on those characteristics. The second two, avoidance and partner dominance, are negative. They're on the right. Therefore, the goal is that both partners score low on those characteristics. Now, what do those terms mean? Well, assertiveness is defined as a person's ability to express personal thoughts and feelings and to ask for what he or she wants in the relationship. You might consider yourself assertive in other situations, and you're probably right. What shows up here is how you are in the context of your romantic relationship. In a healthy relationship, both partners score high on assertiveness. Self-confidence is defined as a person's positive self-esteem. How good do you feel about your ability to accomplish what you want in life, especially in the context of your romantic relationship? In a healthy relationship, both partners score high on self-confidence. Now to the negative side. Avoidance is defined as a person's tendency to minimize problems and their reluctance to deal directly with issues. In a healthy relationship, both partners score low on avoidance. Finally, partner dominance is defined as the feeling that your partner is dominating, controlling, and interested in managing your life. Now, couples are often confused when they see the score. It does not mean that your partner is intentionally controlling. It's about your felt experience and perception of your partner's intentions. In a healthy relationship, both partners score low on partner dominance. Understanding a couple's relationship dynamics is essential to helping them formulate a plan for their next upgrade in connection and contentment. Of course, there's a lot more to personal and relational development. Next time, we'll talk about the power of relationship dynamics and how different patterns facilitate or impede the process of growth. In this series, I'll introduce you to 7 couples. Their names and specific details have been changed to disguise their identity and protect their privacy. I hope you'll find this series on relationship dynamics informative, helpful, and encouraging. We'll begin with the story of Richard and Stacy. I'll see you next time.